So I've got this old Vita-Mix 5000 that used to belong to my father, and I guess it was broken. I'm pretty sure it's broken because I could see that this thing here is broken. But when I got it, I had actually replaced this because I realized that the old, I had thrown it away actually, but the old lid was actually broken. I guess it was a plastic lid and it was broken in pieces down inside of there. So I guess at some point it had broken. And so I bought a new one on Amazon, of course. And it seems to be okay. The material seems to be a little lighter, and I haven't had a chance to test this yet because when I was getting ready to test it, I realized that this thing was loose. So, and then when I started it was making all kind of janky noises as well. So decided to go ahead and replace that and bought the part for this, which is in the bag somewhere. So I'm gonna open this up in a minute and see if I can repair it, but just wanted to give a preview of what it's looking like before I do anything to it. I think there's a way for me to be able to take this whole flap thingy off and access this and the screw on the back of this, which should allow me to disengage this piece from the whole unit, I suppose. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, 5000 Vita-Mix. Gonna see if I can fix it. I know I've got a tripod around here somewhere, but I don't feel like using it. So anyway, this is the new piece here. And I guess I can figure out which size Allen wrench I'll need prior to doing that, because when I tried to open this thing here, there was actually a little plastic piece stuck in there. And that's where the Allen wrench is going to go to get the old one out. So just gathering my tools and piecemealing this video along the way. And got my Allen wrenches here. And in a few minutes, I'll piece the rest of it together, a final product, or final project. I'll be back. All right, so I actually cleaned it up a little bit and replaced this part. I'm assuming it's on here the right way. I actually had a little bit of difficulty taking the previous one off because it had broken down inside of there. And there was nothing for me to loosen up, and I didn't realize that, so I ended up just getting some channel locks and pulling the old one out and popping that one in there, and had to carefully align it in there to find that hole on the back. On the back, I'm turning it upside down that way. And yeah, so we did that and getting ready to put everything back in place. Now I washed this off a little bit. Ended up using an old file that used to belong to my dad's. Using a lot of his old tools here. This old file ended up cleaning up a lot of that old stuff around the sides over there. So this came in handy, and I didn't have the right Allen wrenches, or the Allen wrenches that I was looking for. So went back outside and actually found an old set of Allen wrenches that he used to own as well, that I got a long time ago. I believe these were his. I've had these for a long time, but they came in handy today. So part of the job came in handy. Wash this thing off a little bit, so I'm just going to wipe it off, pop these things back on, and again, I'm one-handed and everything, and I don't even have any fun, fresh food to try this thing out with, so we'll see what I'm going to do with that. So this is the new replacement pitcher that I bought, and it came with a new top and everything. Obviously didn't come with the whatchamajigget, I forgot what you call this thing. It didn't come with that, but I'm gonna try this out once I find something around here that I can toss in here, and we'll see what this is looking like. And these were my tools used. I used some of this WD-40 to get a lot of that grit off this stuff, all the old grit, and of course the Allen wrench to loosen the whatchamajigget, and I already said this about the file. And what else did I have to use? I had a little brush as well to get rid of some of that gritty stuff, and also used one of those Mr. Clean white spongy things. Actually, I helped out a lot as well, so I threw that away, but I still got the case. But that's what I used to help clean it. And this is the old broken part. So give me a couple minutes, see if I can find something. That's an apple, but that's not fun. I want something kind of slushy-ish or juicy-ish, or you can't see my hand as I'm moving, slushy-ish or juicy-ish. So give me a minute. We might be back in business. Alright, so I found some stuff around the house that I can play around with. Pretty basic stuff. I was wanting something like a lemon strawberries, but I don't have any of that stuff right now, so I'm just gonna throw some carrots and some apples in here that I just cut up. And a couple pieces of ice as well. As I'm one-handing it, a little bit of lemon juice, just a little bit. Maybe that much for whatever purposes, I don't know. Some ice, bam. And I guess I'll put a little water in here. And I've never used one of these before that I'm aware of. And then I'll put my top on. It's on there all the way. It's pushing down. I guess that's on there all the way. It looks like it's got a slant to it. Yeah, all right, so that looks good. Based on that, I'm assuming we turn this puppy on. I've got, it says variable speed. Let me do it that way on 2, turn it on. Looks cool. So let's see here. I can open this stuff without making everything fall out. Got my glass here. All right, put that there. See what this tastes like. Would I buy it from the store? Probably not, but is it kind of simple, refreshing, whatever? Yeah, it's a little bit of that. So I'm gonna drink it all. Cheers to my Vita-Mixer. This was a previously broken piece. And some of the tools that I was using to fix this project, as well as the way that it looked before I cleaned it. And I was using some of the WD-40 to clean this stuff up, which actually worked out pretty well. And here's a couple of other pics of the broken piece by itself, and more pics of the clean final project and the items that I used to clean it. Did a pretty good job, if I do say so myself, of this Vita-Mixer. From what I hear, it's a pretty good mixer, so looking forward to trying it out and just showing off the cleaned up version of it. And yeah, I mean, I think I did a pretty good job putting it back together. I'm going to put some good foodies in here and find some other bananas and some other stuff to mix it up with. But finally, taking a couple of still shots of the final project, and this is my Vita-Mix. And so it looks like we have a new blender in town next to the little Ninja. So we'll see. This bad boy is loud right here though, very, very, very loud. So I guess as I get to use this one, I'll see if there's a big difference in the noise between the two of them. And there was nothing really wrong with this original picture here. Actually, it's more sturdy on the bottom. Got a pretty solid deal up underneath there. And it's not cracked or anything, so I'm gonna keep it as well. But this is the new fixed Vita-Mix, and it's going to join teams with my Ninja over here. So we'll see who blends the best.